Hello. In this video, we want to talk about the interview questions for asylum claims based on religion. Please watch the first part of the video from the link above before watching this video. Note that depending on your case, some questions may be asked to you in interview. What are the fundamental beliefs of your religion? What do you consider to be the identifying characteristics of your belief system or religion? What is the history of your religion in your country? Does your religion have houses of worship? Can you describe the fundamental elements of this house of worship? How is your religious group organized? How are the church, mosque, temple leaders chosen? Can you name these leaders? Does your religion dictate social or behavioral rules that are contrary to laws or customs of your country? If yes, can you specify which rules? Are there punishments for not conforming to these norms? If yes, please specify. Is there punishment for conversion, apostasy? If arrested, have you ever been detained? What was the reason for your detention? For how long have you been detained? During your detention time, did you keep a record of the time you spent in prison? Did you count the number of days? If multiple arrests, detention, document each separately: date of arrest, date and mode of release, period of imprisonment, detaining authority, where, what was the charge, place, and conditions of detention. How many people were detained in your cell? How many detainees in the ward building prison? What were they detained for? Political offense, common law? Were you asked to stand, sit, squat when receiving an order or listening to the prison warden? Were you interrogated, guarded, by persons of the same sex? Were men and women detained in the same place? Were they separated? How? How were you treated at any other time? How were you treated during arrest, interrogation, or detention? Please describe. Did you have any specific problems in prison? What actions did you take to stop these problems? Did your family and friends know where you were detained? If yes, were they allowed to visit you? Did you receive any visits other than your family and friends, such as lawyer, members of your former group, religious groups, non-governmental organizations, and international organizations? Did the International Committee of the Red Cross visit and register you? Did another NGO or anyone else whom you did not know visit you? What did they say and what did they do? Can you describe a typical day in prison? Example: time of meals, working time, sleeping time, recreation. Can you draw a map layout of your cell, prison? Where was the location of the prison? How many stories was the building in which you were kept? At which level were you detained? Can you please draw a picture of what you could see when inside the cell? How was the door? How big? What material was it made of? Were there any windows? Can you draw them? Were you allowed to send or receive mail? Do you have any documents from the time of your arrest, detention? Can you get any? How did you get out of detention? Was there a trial? If yes, please give details. When? Where? Did you have legal representation? If yes, what was the name of your lawyer? Names of judge and prosecutor? Was there any sentence passed? Can you draw the layout of the tribunal that day? Where were you sitting? How did you get out of detention? Under what circumstances? Release or escape? Did you have to sign any bond or legal document to be released? Did you benefit from a reduction of the term? If yes, how did it happen? How much reduction? How much time has lapsed between when you got out of detention and the time of departure from your country? Do you have any release certificates? If not, why? After your release, did you have to report to the authorities? How often? Do you have any consequences of your stay in detention? Example, injuries. Do you still or did you ever experience medical problems as a result of torture mistreatment? Can you describe them? If yes, have you ever received medical treatment? What is the name of the person who provided medical treatment? Where was it provided? For how long? What treatment were you provided? Name of the drug. For how long did you use it? Did the medical personnel in question make a formal diagnosis of torture or mistreatment? Did they report to anyone about this? Do you have any documents relating to your medical treatment? Can you get any? Did you approach the authorities of your country for protection and assistance? If no, why? If yes, what did you do? How? Specify dates, kind of steps taken, and places and authorities. Has there been any police or judicial action? What was the result? Did you report your fears of mistreatment to any authorities in your country? If yes, when and to whom did you report it? Did the authorities take any action? Have you ever moved to a different town or village or to another part of your country to avoid persecution, torture, or mistreatment? If yes, where did you move? When did you move? How long did you stay there? Were you in hiding? How did you evade those people pursuing you? If no, why not? Do you think the authorities in your home country can and will protect you if you return? Why not? Is there anywhere else you can go to in your country where you will be safe? Why not? Why do you think those whom you fear will be able to track you down wherever you go? How do you think they will do this? Have you made any contact with persons in your home country? When was the last time you spoke with these people? Have they heard any news from your persecutors that have persisted after you left the country? Are you aware of any indications that your persecutors, agents of harm, are still looking for you? Are you aware of any news about treatment of any of your family members, friends, associates, which might suggest that you would still be of interest to your persecutors, agents of harm, if you now returned? How did you leave your country? Did you leave your country of origin legally or illegally? How did you physically leave your country? Did you pass through customs immigration? What mode of transportation did you use? How did you access and pay for it? Did you have to bribe anybody? Who? How much did you pay? And where? How was the money obtained? Did you use a passport to cross the border? If yes, was it a genuine or a fake passport? Did you have any difficulty when you left the country? If you think that the state is pursuing you, why do you think they did not try to stop you leaving the country? If you are in possession of a genuine passport, how and when have you obtained it? Is it still valid? Which authority issued it? Did this authority know about your background? Does it contain all your true information? When did you procure the necessary visas? If you are in possession of a fake passport, how and when have you obtained it? How much did you pay for it? Does it carry your real name? Did anyone help you escape? Who? Give details. Did you pay a broker or agent for your travel? If yes, who? How much? What was your intended destination? Why? What was your first country of protection? When you came out of your home country, to which country did you intend to go? What was your reason for going there? Why you went to that particular country, how you entered the country, and how you first made contacts, and any other relevant details. Did you stay longer than the time strictly necessary for mere transit? Why? How long? How you survived while in that country, what type of activities or work you did, what the duration of stay was, and so on. When you arrived in your first country of protection, did you approach UNHCR office or local authorities for protection? If not, why not? Did you have the possibility to lodge an application for protection? If yes, get details of the application. If no, get explicit details of why he or she did not apply. Did you cross any other countries, towns? How long were you there and why? Were you safe? What did you do? Why did you leave? How did you survive? Why did you decide to come from another country to the present country? Why did you choose to leave the first country of protection? How did you leave? Where did you go to next? Are you willing to return to your country of first protection? Is it possible for you to return to your country of first protection? Describe your fears of returning to your home country. When were you first aware of these fears, and how long have you held them? Are you aware of other people in a similar situation who have returned and suffered the things you fear? There anything you could do to protect yourself? Should you return? Are you in contact with persons facing the same risk, still living in your home country? Have you been to your embassy or have had contact with your government? Have you obtained or renewed your passport or visa at your embassy or consulate? How or when will your changed circumstances come to the attention of the government, other agents of persecution in your home country? Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel. Good luck.